Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Average Joe Hockey Report. In this episode, we're going to talk about puck-moving defensemen and the Philadelphia Flyers. So right now, at the moment, the Philadelphia Flyers are in a rebuilding stage. Finally have a direction under new general manager Daniel Briere and whatnot. And as it is, at the moment, even then, in 6 games, Travis Sanheim has 5 points, which all assists, which is good because, and if you look at some of their other defensemen, some decent stats on D. In 6 games, Sean Walker has 3 points, and in 4 games, Yegor Zamula has 3 points. This is all good considering how they've handled puck-moving defensemen in the past, and I've got 4 examples of that. First example, Eric Gustafsson. Now Gustafsson's not necessarily really a top 4 defenseman in the defense of the Flyers, but when he played for the Flyers in the 2020-2021 season, he played 24 games. He only had 10 points, and then he gets traded to Montreal, gets 2 points in 5 games, plays 16 games in the. Actually, I don't think Hockey DB is right. I don't think he played all 16 games for the Flyers. The Canadians. But he did make the Stanley Cup Finals when he got traded to the Canadians. And the Canadians, they deployed him properly and whatnot. Now, ever since he's put up better points. The season after, he got signed with the Chicago Blackhawks. 18 points, 59 games. Not bad. Then next season, he gets signed by the Washington Capitals, 38 points in 61 games. Eventually, he gets traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs, plays 9 games, gets 4 points, and now here he is on the New York Rangers. He's got 4 points in 6 games. So what could have been a more properly used defenseman in Philly was unfortunately a casualty of Alain Vigneault, who doesn't really allow their defensemen to be creative offensively and whatnot. Example number 2. I'll say Ivan Provorov, but in their defense, though, Ivan Provorov, they kind of needed to shed cap when he was he was a casualty of the rebuild. But let's just take a look at him. He comes into the league, he gets 30 points in 2016-2017. Then he gets a season high 41 points in 2017-2018. Then it's been up and down. 26 points the next season, 36 the next season, 26 points again the season after. This was in 56 games, though. 31 points in 79 games in 2021-2022. And then last season, 27 points in 2022-2023. I kind of think this is a mix of Alain Vigneault and John Tortorella. I just feel like Vigneault is just too outdated for the game, and Tortorella's hard-nosed game doesn't really have much place in hockey nowadays. Now here he is in Columbus, 5 points in 6 games. Example number 3, Tony DeAngelo. DeAngelo came off of a 51-point season in Carolina in 64 games in 2021-2022. Then the Flyers get him. He puts up decent amount of points. He puts up a pretty good amount of points. 42 points in 70 games. But it was kind of in and out of the lineup. Tortorella had him benched sometimes, healthy scratch, blah, blah, blah. They decided we're not going to bring him back. I don't know why, but whatever. They buy him out, as a matter of fact. So then Carolina picks him up. He hasn't necessarily been lighting it up, but the potential is there. 3 points in 7 games. All right. Example number 4, Shane Gostisbehere. Once again, Shane Gostisbehere, I just feel like it's a case of poor coaching, whatnot. When he broke into the league as a full-timer, he played 64 games, got 46 points. Season after, bit of a downgrade, but oh well. 39 points in 76 games. The season after that, absolutely blew up. 65 points in 78 games. From there, it's kind of been downhill. he gets 37 points in 78 games. Then the season after that, 42 plays 42 games, only gets 12 points, and then the season after that, he only gets 20 points. Ever since those seasons, ever since he was traded away for nothing to Arizona, he gets 51 points in 82 games in the previous season. He only plays 52 games. Oh, sorry, for Arizona, netting 31 points. Then he gets traded to Carolina, netting another 10 points in 23 games. So that's 41 points in 75 games. So that's pretty good. And now look at him now, 9 points in 7 games for the Detroit Red Wings. So, yeah, I just feel like if you're the Flyers, you better make sure you really need to make sure that you when you have offensive defensemen, make sure they're in a position to succeed. I mean, it's up to them to also perform, but yeah, I just feel like we've seen a trend of Flyers defensemen going away to other teams and producing better and whatnot. I just feel like those 4 examples I couldn't quite let that slide. I had to mention that. This video is mostly based on opinion and may not have any implications on how these players and how the certain teams that I mentioned are going to do during this season. So remember, if I'm wrong, don't belittle me, educate me. Take care, everyone, and follow my Instagram account, The Average Joe Hockey Report, which seemed to work last time when I posted my last video, and my YouTube channel, Marty Tommy, in parentheses, Average Joe Hockey Report.